put my heart in this boxing. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swipe a card and they rock us. These promoters is sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop us. Speaking for the fans when I say they offended me. But really y'all part of the problem. Blinded by hate, you don't see the real enemy. You motherfucker be tempting me. Don't like your energy, you think you pimping me. If I for over 500 centuries, no penitentiary. I'm smoking plenty weed. I don't need no sympathy. Earl Spin versus Crawford gon' be all the time. Regardless of who win or lose, they still gon' be in the Hall of Fame. So I ain't even in my feelings. Regardless of the rain, I'm chillin'. Numb to the pain, no feeling. Can't do the same dope feeling. We're guilty, but I ain't no villain. Lost my top, so it ain't no ceiling. Ryan versus Tank, this fight I'm not feeling. Cause we already know that Tank gon' kill him. I wanna see Tank versus Devin Haney. Even Frank Moore. What about Shakur? Boxing is not a sport that we can afford. Cause we know that rich people ride the poor. This I cannot ignore. I never been shot before. The pain is burning inside. My people died. It's just like a hunter who shot a bull. Damn. I put my heart in this boxing. They be like, y'all need to stop it. We swipe our card and they rob us. These promoters is sharks and they partners. It's gonna be hard trying to stop us. Speaking for the fan when I say they offended me. But really y'all part of the problem. Blinded by her, you don't see the real enemy.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, Terrance Bud Crawford brings his father into training camp with him. Listen, I think that's a great thing. First and foremost, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. Yeah, we back in the kitchen, and there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Listen, you know, it's about time that I gave Bud a lot of credit, but this gonna be the video where I really just break down the greatness of Bud Crawford. Gotta acknowledge greatness, bro. We don't talk about it enough. I just watched the media workout. I was very impressed. It's a lot of shit, but I'm just gonna say this, bro. You know, I said in that video with Shakur and Pitbull, I said that a lot of you motherfuckers need to call your pops. A lot of you need to write them, bro. Send them $50 on this commissary. A lot of shit, bro. Get past that shit. And I said, in my opinion, that's why a lot of motherfuckers don't like Bill Haney. A lot of black fans, because I don't even see Mexican fans. I don't see nobody dissing Bill Haney but black men. I don't even see women doing it. Only black men diss Bill Haney. They shit on him. They used to shit on Kenny Porter. I just noticed that. But they ain't got much to say about T.O. Sr. and all these other faults. They don't say nothing about John Fury and all them other motherfuckers, and Peter Fury and them motherfuckers, them gypsies. Anyway, it's a lot of shit. Just write your father, bro. Get past that shit. Because sometimes to become a man, bro, we got to get past shit that we went through and get past that anger that's, built up in us. I'm gonna even start a series about my pops. I'm gonna make a series called I Miss My Pops. I got another part to a video about my sister. I made a I Miss My Sister video, which was real personal. Yeah, I broke down and everything. It really fucked me up. But I got another part to that because that's something I got to get off my chest. That's a lot of pain in me from losing my sister. A lot of pain from losing my pops. So, got to talk about it, bro, to get it off my chest. A lot of shit that I never told him that I'm going to say. So, I got a video I'm going to do about my pops. I don't know when, but I'm going to start a series. And I got a part 2 coming to I Miss My Sister. And like I said, man, I'm just proud of Bud that he reunited with his father. Also, I just want to point something out. I want to point out the double standards because, it's a damn shame that black men don't speak up for black men because at this point, bro, ain't nobody else gonna do it. Black women tired of speaking up for it. They done went to the white boy. They done went everywhere. They looking pussy. A lot of shit going on, bro. Black men got to stand up for black men. That shit is very important. So, like I said, bro, that's what builds you and make you stronger. So, yeah. Like I said, bro, I'm glad he reuniting with his father. I'm glad they getting past a lot of shit. And I'm telling you right now, mentally, that has made Bud much stronger in his training camp, in his conditioning. That shit is helping him having his father with him. Also, let me say this about the double standards. ESPN Top Rank, when he was with Top Rank, they never talked about his father. Boxing, I never hear about his father. For a while, I didn't know Bud had a father. For years, I didn't know. Every now and then, somebody do a little interview with him, but they don't talk about Bud father. They show his mama every time at the fight, and shout out to her. Listen, I love your mama, your sister, man. I love how they ride for you, bro. I love that shit. Also, I'm gonna tell you some wild shit. I remember, I think it was during the Jose Benavidez fight, the build up when they was trying to ask you all about your mom and how she never said she loved you and all that shit there, and how they tried to bring all that shit out before a fucking fight. White folk, I swear to God, the way you motherfuckers play on the trauma, the hate that you motherfuckers give little infants fucks everybody. I'm just gonna say it like that. But anyway, Bud always talked about the love he had for his mother and wanting to prove to her that he is the best. But I didn't know this. I never knew that because, listen, I think his mother's a great woman and she did the best she could. But also she told him, which many black mothers tell their boy, because they going through so much trauma and they going through shit by themselves. Many black mothers tell their son, you ain't gonna be shit. And that's what she told him. And I'm not holding nothing against her. She was a single mother struggling with kids on her own. I understand the struggle. His father told him, you're gonna be a millionaire. And I want to make something very clear. I'm not putting no father against mother and making it like his father is more valuable. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is fathers don't get acknowledged. Even through our mistakes, bro, let me tell you something, bro. As a man, you can always redeem yourself as a father. You can always get back in that boy's life. You can't keep blaming it on the woman and blaming it that your baby mama won't let you see and all that bullshit. That shit is played out, bro. You can always redeem yourself as a man in life. So anyway, and we don't never get that. We don't never lift each other and tell them, bro, you can do better. We don't tell each other that as black men. So I'm telling Bud and his father, he can be better, bro. You can get that back. You can always redeem yourself and you can be a father to your son, bro. So, like I said, they don't never bring up Bud father. They never talk about it. Meanwhile, and this ain't no diss. But when Shakur said his father was a Puerto Rican and he never really met him or nothing, was never in his life, everybody was cool with him embracing his father's culture. Everybody was cool with him embracing the Puerto Rican side. And there was no smoke, even though he was pretty much, he wasn't in his life, bro. So all I know, when black men ain't in their son's life, they don't never grab the microphone after a game. NBA, NFL players don't do it. Black athletes don't do it when they win something. They never mention their father. So I just wanted to point that shit out, man. But black fathers don't get acknowledged enough. And that's why I say a lot of the shit motherfuckers say about Bill Honey, bro. Listen, bro. I wouldn't give a fuck if Bill lied every time he grabbed a motherfucker. Bitch, I'm a lie for my fucking son. I'm a lie when the laws, I'm a lie. You goddamn right I'm a lie. And I'm glad he ain't came out and talked about that pistol case because it's his motherfucking business. So now, I respect Bill, bro, for giving up that life and putting his son in boxing, bro. I respect that. I always respect that. I just had to really talk about fatherhood and shit like that. Black fathers do not get acknowledged enough. They don't. They never get acknowledged. Black fathers never get. Father's Day be don't shit close down and don't shit be packed. Father's Day is a lonely day. Mother's Day, everybody go crazy. So like I said, fathers don't get enough credit. So like I said, and if you have had issues with your kids out there and your baby or whatever you're going through, bro, you can always redeem yourself as a man and as a father. Back to Bud. Gotta say this too. It's a lot of shit I'd never forgive. It's a lot of shit I'd never forget. I never forget how they done Wilder. I never forget how Fury was able to get off on that shit, and he was never in danger when he came back to America, and how he could just drift off on that shit, and that shit happened, and there was no retaliation or some shit. But I know if it was two black fighters involved or some shit, and they done some weird shit and cheated, it would have been smoke. He wouldn't have been able to fight nowhere. So it's a lot of shit I saw, and I saw how people quit fighting for Wilder, and they let that shit go after about 6 months, and nobody brings it up no more. It's a lot of shit I'll never forget, bro. I never forget how motherfuckers tried to make fun of Spence for being in a car wreck and said he was drunk. It's a lot of shit I will never forget. I will never, ever forget when Nelly came out, Country Grammar, when that motherfucker came out and said, I'll never watch boxing again because Loma got robbed. It's a lot of shit I'll never forget. But one thing I damn sure ain't gonna ever forget, I'll never forget, bro. The campaign that Bud ducked The campaign that Bud resume ain't shit. The campaign that Bud is overrated and he ain't fought nobody, that shit was bigger than ever. That shit has been all over the internet. Everybody know about that. When that campaign came out to slaughter Bud's name and say he ain't fought nobody and he don't deserve to be pound for pound, I'll never forget that shit. I never forget it. But when they say Inouye is number 2 pound for pound, there is no argument. You will never see no campaign against it. And Inouye ain't got half the resume Bud got. So, yeah. And I lost a lot of followers when I came out for a month straight telling motherfuckers Bud never ducked Spence. I lost many followers. Motherfuckers from Texas quit fucking with me. All that shit. And you dusty motherfuckers can stay where you at. So yeah, I lost many followers because I'm from Texas and I'm supposed to be with Spence and say fuck Bud. You motherfuckers got me fucked up. I told you motherfuckers, when I stopped being a blood, I stopped being a follower. So Bud, one of my motherfucking favorite fighters, not just favorite, Bud is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Of all time. Bud would go down as at least a top 10 favorite. Close to top 5. Bud, one of my favorite fighters. Hands down. And let me tell you something. I fuck with Devin. I fuck with Spence. I fuck with Wilder. I like Shakur as a fighter, but he weird and he's a monkey. I like Tank, but I just wish he quit listening to his people around him and quit doing monkey shit and quit always trying to fight a Latino and fight black fighters. It's a lot of shit, bro. But Bud is one of my favorite fighters to watch. I watched every Bud fight at least 3 times. One of my favorite fighters to watch. But also, like I said, Bud never ducked. It's a lot of shit I took up for Spence about. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers shitted on Spence. I feel like motherfuckers didn't do right by Spence. Really, bro, both of them got shitted on because they black fight. That's what a lot of Bud fans and Spence fans fail to realize. You motherfuckers so at war with your motherfucking self that you can't see they both black, bro. When you see the All Access, they both chill with their family. They do the same shit. They both men in their community. They respected in their city. So I don't know how I could dislike neither one of them. Like I said, I ain't with the shit, bro. But like I said, the way when people came out and said Bud was ducking, that shit was bigger than anything in boxing. That shit was viral times 10. Somebody who's accomplished. Like I said, I never forget how motherfuckers did Bud. I never, and that's why I didn't give a fuck about losing followers when I said, bro, I don't think Bud ducked. But like I said, I'm a huge fan of Spence too. So I just want to see a great fight. Also, I'm gonna say this. I made a post and I said, in my opinion, fans and content creators have completely done this fight a disservice. The shit, and that's another thing I'll never forget. The way you motherfuckers have turned this promotion into some mess. The way we ain't talking about how great of a fight. The way you motherfuckers still talking about Bud exposed and Spence exposed because he want to flip a coin and come out last. And how Bud ain't never fought nobody elite and Spence is the first elite fighter. How you motherfuckers coming out and saying this fight ain't nowhere near close. It ain't even a 50-50. What the fuck do we want to see it for? Then how the fuck do Spence get credit if Bud ain't shit? How the fuck do Bud get credit for beating Spence if Spence ain't shit? I'm not finna keep teaching you, man. You motherfuckers just gonna eat them bananas. You just gonna swing from trees and motherfuckers just gonna be who they are. At this point, bro, we just want to be some cool shit. And whatever is trending, we going to follow that shit. You motherfuckers going to follow what's trending. So like I said, I don't respect most of you motherfuckers. I don't respect you. And like I said, I never forget how you motherfuckers did this fight. You motherfuckers didn't bring this fight justice. But you fucking baboon. When Ryan fought Tank, y'all didn't have no shit to talk about Ryan. When David Benavidez fought Caleb Plant, you fucking baboons acted right. Just like you motherfuckers act a fool in the club and shoot up the motherfucking club, but you bring your dust ass in that courtroom and tuck in your motherfucking shirt. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.